Hello and welcome to Tool of the Week by Sunbelt Rentals, PC 154, Chesapeake, Virginia. Here we have a ring saw. This particular saw is a Husqvarna ring generation 3. It's used for plunge cuts in concrete. It's your standard Husqvarna saw on the back. 2-stroke, 50-to-1 ratio for fuel. We're going to go up basic safety, gloves, glasses, steel-toed boots, and a face shield. This saw has optional water cooling, so here's where you should hook up your water before you start your cut. Inspecting the saw before use, we want to go ahead and inspect, make sure anything's not damaged, everything's not loose, frayed, anything of the sorts. We will, in order to start the saw up, we're going to go ahead, just like your standard Husqvarna chainsaw, we're going to go ahead and prime it up a few times, pull the choke out, hit the decompression release, and give it a few quick, swift pulls, and then we'll have our saw off and running. This is on a clutch system, so you need to squeeze the throttle in order to make the saw spin. Inspecting the blade. The blade on this particular saw is an abrasive blade, and it has media in it, and when it gets low you'll see a lack of the blade material. In order to do a blade change on this particular saw, we're going to go into our toolkit supplied with the saw. Go ahead and lay the saw on its side. We'll take our Allen key, loosen up 4 Allen bolts. Two located by the saw and 2 located by the adjustment wheels. And one here. Take the cover off. Now, if you notice with this saw, you have your ring here, which is driven from here. These are your adjustments for your pulleys. There's Zerk fittings or grease fittings on the other side. Pre-starting, you always grease these until there's grease coming out the other side with the special Husqvarna grease that will be supplied to you. We can go ahead and pull the ring saw off. If you notice, there's 2 sides to this saw. You have just your flat side, and you have your side with the guide. The guide runs on these rollers. So when we have a new blade, we just inspect it, make sure it's straight, make sure it's not warped, make sure all looks good there. See how it has the new abrasive material. In order to install, we put the blade on, making sure that it goes into the tracks. After that, we can just tighten it up just a smidge. We go ahead, check our cover, make sure everything's good, make sure these wheels are moving well. We can go ahead line it back up. Use our Allen key again. Remember the two outside. Alright, so we've got this all nice and tight. We're going to tighten up on this. And you're all ready to run, and you're all ready to run your ring saw. Thank you so much, and please come to us for any specialty equipment needs you may have. Thank you and have a good day.